Hey guys, how you doing? Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards. There we go. Got the camera adjusted. There we go. And yeah, today we're looking at this story behind the cardboards of Chuck Cottier, yeah, with the Washington Senators, and this is the 1962 tops. And looks like they're playing on the road. It looks like a gray uniform, and I don't really know what that scoreboard is behind them. If anybody that watches this can let me know what stadium they think that was taken at, I would appreciate it. Uh, Not too sure. But yeah, this is a 1962 tops, and the century is not too bad on it. It's got a little bit of imperfection there just above the bat, and but this card's been with me for quite a while. I'm not going to say it's a childhood card, but I know I've had it for a long, long time. Second baseman with the Washington Senators. And you can see he was born January 8th of 1936. One of the finest fielding second basemen in baseball. Thrilled the Senators fans last summer with his sparkling play. The right-handed hitter was signed by the Braves in '54 and had his best year in the minors in 1960 at Louisville when he hit .309. Card number 27 of the 1962 tops, Chuck Cottier. So let's get to the story behind the cardboard for Chuck. As I said, he was a second baseman and made his major league debut April 17th of 1959. And he was in the minor leagues, and he kind of bounced back and forth between the minors and the major leagues. He came up and played in 10 games in 1959, and then he was back in the minors for 46 games in 1960. He managed to stick around. Then later in his career, in 1965, he was in AAA for 93 games. 1966, AAA for 97 games. 1968, he was in AAA for 88 games. So you can see he kind of bounced around back and forth between the majors and the high minor leagues. He played for the Braves from 59 to 60. Had a short stint with the Tigers in 61. Was with the Senators then in 61 and 65. Finished up his career with the California/Los Angeles Angels in 68 and 69. In 1969, he had an Achilles tendon injury, and that ended his major league career. He did appear in 580 games, but he was a light hitter, 220 average, had 19 home runs, and had 348 hits, and had 63 doubles and 17 triples. Pretty good fielder. He had a .973 fielding percentage. And his rookie card is a 1960 tops, and he had cards in 61, this card in 62, 3 and 4, and then his last card was 1969. So he did not have a card in 65, 6, 7, or 8. And after retiring from baseball, he was a minor league manager, and he was a coach for the New York Mets, and he was a coach for the Seattle Mariners. And in 1984, Del Crandall had been fired as the manager, and Chuck became that manager and finished out the last 27 games in '84. He was a manager all of 1985 for the Mariners, and then he was fired after 28 games in 1986 and was replaced by Hall of Famer Dick Williams. Chuck went on to be a coach for the Cubs and the Orioles and the Phillies, and then became a scout for the New York Yankees. So Chuck was really involved with Major League Baseball for almost 55 years, and just had a very long career as a coach, manager, scout. And he managed to get into quite a few games. He had a good career, but he just didn't really fit anywhere for a long period of time, and he just was bounced back and forth between the majors and the minors, and it always looked like he was going to have a position, and then somebody else would come up and take that from him. But again, he appeared in 580 games and had a nice little career. And that is the story behind the cardboard for one Chuck Cottier. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, Please give it a like and subscribe, and drop a comment. Enjoy this hobby. Keep on collecting. We'll talk later.